Hey guys, I'm back again with another video. Today in this video I want to talk about why I think the show Sex and the City was and is so dangerous for young girls and women who watch it and idolize it. I know I grew up watching it. I was probably in high school when it came out, and I remember always, watching it at a friend's house, and we just loved it. And some of the characters and the storylines were so bizarre that, you had to think, like, this is just all made up. This is just, writing. But no, a lot of it was actually taken from real life stories from, Candace Bushnell's life. And as I grew older, you know, some of the storylines, I would see some of the same things happening to my friends, some of the same things happening in my life that happened to girls in Sex and the City. And I was like, wow, this is all real. So let me just list a few reasons why I think the show is so toxic for women, and women should not be modeling their lives after Sex and the City. Number one, their living expenses and cost of living. They all live in New York City, which is expensive. Okay, that's fine if you want to live in New York City. Nothing is wrong with that. But literally, Carrie, the main character, is a writer, and she literally spends her entire paycheck on clothes and shoes. She said once that she would have to live in her shoe because she ran out of money. She bought so many shoes and clothes. I think that is just ridiculous. I think women should be living at home, young women living at home and saving their money. That's number one reason why I think the show is so toxic. The way that they all live, especially Carrie. Also, back to Carrie again. She's probably the most toxic character of the group. She's such a pick me woman in the whole entire show. She's following this guy named Big, this older man around New York City. He doesn't even like her. He's told her so many times that he doesn't like her that way. He doesn't want to marry her. Great. And she's still following him around to, parties and events, looking for him around the city. Even, trying to run into him when he's even like at his engagement party to Natasha, another woman. I mean, this just screams desperate and pick me. She is so pathetic the entire show. Not only that, but she's smoking like a chimney the entire time, which is so unhealthy. Also, this show obviously is called Sex in the City. It makes light of just casual sex with all these different types of men. I mean, that's literally all the whole show is with all four girls. They're just having sex with different kinds of men every episode. I mean, making light of, most of them got STDs during the show. Like, with some of these characters, they made fun of that. Like, it was no big deal that they got excuse me, that they got STDs. Just Carrie and Charlotte again, always being pick me women, idolizing marriage. I mean, I think at one point, you know, Charlotte, she changes her religion. She's like Catholic, and she changes to become a Jew so she can marry Harry. Carrie, like, following Big around, asking him, why didn't you pick me? Like, to his engagement party? Like, this is just so pathetic. Like, and we all watched this and thought it was great. No, this was like centering men to the, like, 100th degree, and it was like women putting ourselves down in this show. This was not women empowerment. This was like women enslavement show. I don't know why they all idolized marriage so bad, and followed men all over New York City and asking them, why don't you want to marry me? Why? That is so pathetic. And then the last point, and there are many points, but I'll just close on this one. Miranda. She's a lawyer in the show, and that's great for her. But, like, she talks about how no man measures up to her. She can't pick anyone because none of them, make enough money, for her. She has to date a bartender because apparently she wears the pants in the relationship. She lies to a guy in the show once and says she's a flight attendant, so he'll actually take her serious. He didn't want to take her serious as a lawyer. He thought that was too masculine. She can't get a guy because she's a lawyer. I just think being a lawyer in the show, it masculinizes her. It's just really really sad. The whole storyline, all four characters, even the male characters in the show are pathetic. But those are the main reasons why I think the show is really toxic for young women. I don't think young women should be watching it and not especially not idolizing it.